Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Let me tell y'all something. Ooh-wee. 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 Yeah, it's the second episode. The second episode, and girl, we all ready. I'm gonna give Potomac its props. Potomac, Potomac is that girl. Potomac is that girl. Let's just get into the mess, y'all. All right. So the episode starts off where it left off. Mia cursing out Giselle. Um, her friend Jackie. Can I say something? I don't want to start. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to start no mess. 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 But at one point, I started getting confused. I was like, between Deborah, Jacqueline, we're gonna call her Jackie. Okay? Jackie, Mia, I want I I want y'all to just sprinkle a little bit more color. And when I say color, I need y'all to go up just a couple more shades. Cause I feel like everybody's starting to look the same. Y'all can take what I said how y'all want to take it. They ain't gotta be my shade, but I just need y'all to go up just a couple more notches. All right. All right. So listen, Jackie basically has Mia's back. Mia, are you okay? Um, all the girls join in. Wendy, Ascala. We need Ascala. Because Wendy, Ascala, and Candace, that ain't enough. If y'all get what I'm trying to say. All right. So listen, because it's about 12 light skinned heifers on the crew, on the cast, and about girl 2.5 dark skin. And that's not enough for me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, girl. Can we get some caramel? It's too. It black people are too. Let me say something. Then we're gonna go on because y'all. I gotta get this off my chest. Black people are too unique, and we come in all various shapes and colors for it to just be one shade over here and this. Girl, we are pretty much like a rainbow, quiet as it's kept. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at that. We're gonna go on. Robin basically tells Mia that she left it open ended. This is the truth, okay? And we're just gonna call a thing a thing. I think that I remember talking about this, and I don't remember what I said, but I know what I was probably thinking that Mia was telling a lie. Now I don't know if I said that, but I know I was thinking it. Like, okay, girl, because you doing a lot, girl. Because you really not saying, but you saying, but you not saying, but you saying, but you not saying. Girl, do you have cancer or not? You know, it left us wondering, did she have cancer or not? And I think that was a consensus of most people. Girl, is this health a line or not? Do she got the cancer or do she not? So Robin was very well correct when she said that, girl, y'all not gonna sit here and try to just act like it. Girl, what you're not gonna do is act like it was just us two. Everybody in the world and everybody here was saying it too. Ashley, you said it. Girl, Candace, you said it. You saw Candace looking at us like this. Yeah, you said it. Karen, you said it. Now, in Karen's defense, I don't remember Karen saying that Mia was lying. I think Karen said that the way that she had made the announcement is not necessarily the way that she would have handled the situation. But I don't remember. I don't even remember Karen insinuating at all that Mia could be telling a lie or whatever. Um, when Wendy said, when Jack, I cannot say her name, Jacqueline. I feel like I want to say Jacqueline. I can't even say Jack o' Lantern. Is that how you say it? Jackie. We're gonna call her Jackie. When Wendy said, "I'm sorry, who is this?" I'm sorry, who's this? Cause she's talking a lot. Girl, cause I know we part of the cast. But who is this? Okay. Is she a new girl? Cause I don't know. Katie arrives. I hollered when Candace said she ain't seen her since 3 years ago, and now she's here green eyed and bald headed. Who is it? What is this? Okay, girl, green eyed and bald headed. I said, no, that's right. She plays around with Ray because I think Ray said that Katie would be the girl. Remember they played that game last year about who you would sleep with in the group or something real. It was like a messy question, and I think Ray basically said that his type or who he would be with, I don't remember, would be Katie. Karen gives a speech. I don't really remember the speech. Karen be all over the place. She says the grand dame has arrived. Now I don't know if that was a dig at Charisse. I don't know because there's this thing now about who's the grand dame. We'll talk about that probably in Hot Topics. Listen, and Robin wasn't the only one that said it. Ashley said it too. I don't think Karen is the grand dame. I think that's a title that Karen said and it stuck. And because people like Karen, they will continue to refuse to see that Charisse is actually the real grand dame. Like Ashley said on Watch What Happens Live, Karen is better at playing the part, aka for this showgirl. Yeah, she's a grand dame. But girl, in real life, Charisse really runs shit. Um, Girl, when Wendy said when she said the grand dame is back, they was like, well, where did she go? Girl, when Wendy was funny to me. Wendy said, did she go to the liquor store? Okay, right. Carter had me hollering. Carter said he made 3 B's and all A's. I said, I know that's right. Robin was like, no, that's not. You made 3 B's and the rest were A's. Okay, no. He said the way he wanted to say it. Okay, I made 3 B's and all A's. Period. Um, Candace and her sister. Crystal has now moved in with Candace and her sister. Um, I love Candace. I love Crystal. I feel like Crystal is who Candace aspires to be when it comes to that mama of theirs. Crystal, you could tell based off the clips that we saw on Real Housewives, Crystal don't play with Dorothy. Crystal don't play with Mama Dorothy, okay? Shout out to Miss Dorothy. Um, Anyways, did y'all catch that? Some of y'all say y'all like generational wealth, but some of y'all really despise it when some people have it. Did y'all catch that when Candace said that her sister moved in with them? They found a beautiful property for her sister, and her family is building her a home. I say, girl, I don't know why you said that, because, girl, them people going to be up in shambles, girl. They don't like generational wealth. They say they do, but they really don't. She says, how did y'all hear, girl? Now, see, this is why people be saying Chris ain't got no goddamn job. Because Crystal done got her black ass on the TV screen talking about how are you adjusting to him working now. So are you saying that he wasn't working before? I'm just saying. Okay. Um, the jokes write themselves, okay? So Ashley and who was Deborah? Oh, Deborah. I guess does she live in the building or is she just a friend of Ashley's? Anyway, she's a friend of Ashley's. She comes over. That's one of the new light skinned girls on the show. Okay, let me shut up. Stop being messy. Deborah, I like Deborah. I like Deborah because Deborah was asking all the right questions. I think Deborah would be a cute friend of the show. I like when the girls come in and get right to it, but not be too overly aggressive. Like, to me, Jackie having Mia's back, I was like, okay, girl, cute. Like Fatum off Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl, she did too much. Girl, chop. Don't bring her back no more. Deborah and Ashley in this conversation, it was just a one-on-one, but I felt like Jackie was asking, not Jackie, see, I'm getting confused. Girl, they all the same, they look the same. Deborah was asking all the right questions. Do you feel like he's trying to reel you back in? It's cheaper to keep her. They still live together. Michael is going to continue to live in the penthouse because, Michael basically doesn't want to have to deal with outside work or anything. He likes the fact that if something breaks, they can just call the maintenance man. Now, when Deborah asked Ashley, well, what's going to happen when something breaks at your home? She said, I guess I'll just have to call Michael. Girl, you can't call Michael because Michael don't fix the shit at y'all house. Girl, do you just say, girl, he liked the fact that, girl, he ain't got no outside and y'all can just call the maintenance man when something breaks? Girl, y'all just be talking. Will he date? Ashley says that, there's a good chance that if she moves out on Monday, Michael gonna have another heifer in there on Tuesday. She said another another heifer or another nigga. Cause quiet as it's kept, honey. Shut up. Ashley says that a lot of people are, basically, I guess, questioning. I guess because Ashley doesn't appear to be very sad. And so I guess a lot of people are like, you don't really look sad. Girl, Ashley don't look sad because, girl, she came and did what she needed to do. She came in, girl, she met this old ass white man, this old ass rich white man, girl. She finally convinced him to have a baby, then convinced him to have another one. And girl, now, girl, the scam is over. Girl, I came and got what I needed. Girl, I got these 2 kids. Okay? And then Ashley talks about her TikTok a little bit. The very, yeah. Would you ever do she asked her, would she ever do a collaboration with Candace? Now, this is no tea, no shade. Candace is taking what she's doing very seriously. Ashley is on TikTok. Girl, ticking and talking, I guess. But girl, no, we're not doing no collaboration. Girl, I'm on a real, like this is real over here for me, girl. Girl, Ashley is just down to the TikTok, girl, doing an old school, middle school routine. Ashley reminds me of the white girls. Ashley reminds me of the white girls who learned the black dances. Girl. And that's what she gives. She gives the white girls who learn the black. She gives me white TikTok creator that's trying to do the black current dances. That's what Ashley gives me. Giselle. Oh. Let's just talk, cause it's too much stuff running through my head now. Giselle and Robin. All right. I should have got me some water. What time is it? Because I need to go. Okay, so listen. Giselle and Robin. Robin basically gets into Giselle's ass. Didn't I say last week in my review, I said, did Giselle just tell Robin's business? Because it sounded like she told us that Juan's name wasn't on that house. Okay? But I didn't really know. But I was like, it sounded like that's what she said. Well, this week, Robin confirmed for us that Giselle indeed told her business. And just like Robin basically asked her, what the fuck my business have to do with anything that was going on between you and Ashley? Robin explains to us that Juan's name is not on the house because the interest rate would have went up, because Juan's credit basically is still horrible. Girl, after they had the foreclosure on their home, his credit still hasn't basically got back to where it needed to be. So her name is the only name on the house. I said, okay, girl. I mean, I don't think Robin would be lying. Um, it is what it is, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that girl, in trying to, I guess, make Ashley's situation make sense to her, that she decided to tell Robin's business. Now, I will say this much. I think the way that Robin and Giselle handled the situation, it was pretty much what it was. I think we can say what we want to say about Giselle when it comes to other people, but for the most part, from what I can remember out of now 7 seasons, I don't remember Giselle ever really just throwing Robin under the bus or just telling Robin's business. I do think that it was just a slip up on Giselle's part. Nonetheless, she still told that bitch business, but it was still, a slip up on Giselle's part. Hopefully, the next time, something comes up and she may want to, because, another thing somebody could argue too is, girl, you use me as an example, but bitch, why you use your own stuff as an example? Because I could have said, because if Robin really would have got the shit shaken at the table if she would have said, well, girl, why you wanted to use me as an example? You could have used this as an example. Remember you told me this? Or you could have used this as an example too. Or you could have used this as an example. That would have really got the table taken. But I don't want Robin and Giselle to fall out. I don't. I did see some people saying that they want, a Giselle and Robin storyline to happen. I was like, no. I think that's the problem with like reality TV is that, girl, we want these people to be friends, but then we also want the friends to fight, fuss, and argue. Like, girl, if you're friends and they have an understanding, girl, we're friends. Girl, we're not gonna let this show tear us apart. You see what I'm saying? I would be nervous to go on a reality TV show with like some of my friends, because I would be nervous about how, like, what would happen. Like, girl, because we see the girls be falling out when these cameras turn on, girl, the girls start cutting up. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, girl, Robin tells Giselle about Ashley. Let's just talk about this shit, okay? Because this review is getting too long. 17 minutes in. So Ashley told Robin that Chris DM'd her at 2:40 something in the morning. Now, I'm not gonna lie. When Ashley first told Robin that, even I was scratching my head like, girl, ooh, Chris, girl, shit. This nigga, I hope this nigga ain't trifling, but I mean, goddamn. I was kind of, scratching and mumbling underneath my breath too, because I ain't know what the fuck was up. Once Robin broke the story down to us, so Robin tells us basically, and let me just say this, in Ashley's defense, I could understand how it could look, right? The optics of it, right? So you have this person who's hitting you up at 2 something in the morning. The thing that Ashley did not know is that Chris is the manager over the restaurant or the bar, or I don't know, the hotel. I don't know, child. He's the manager. So he was basically probably at work, girl, bored. Girl, we about to wrap up. Let me go to IG and see what's going on. Oh, girl, you should have came to the W. And it went to her DM. The way that Ashley initially delivered the information was like, girl, Chris hit me up at 2:40 something in the morning in my DMs. Now, girl, we all not gonna play this game. We know when somebody say that somebody is in your DMs or sliding in your DMs, the way that a lot of people are gonna take it. Once Robin let it be known, like, girl, he was replying to her story. When you reply to somebody's story, for the girls who don't know this, it goes directly to their DMs. I'm sorry, y'all, that is not the same thing as sliding or going or trying to get into somebody's DM. If I'm looking at your story and I reply with a laughing emoji, or I reply like, oh my God, you so crazy, or oh my God, whatever I may reply, right? It's gonna go to your DM, right? Now, depending on how you turn around and twist the story, girl, you know Rodney was in my DM. No, bitch, I replied to a story and it went to your DM. Okay? You see what I'm saying? But see, this is also low-key Chris' fault, too. I'm going to tell you why. Because Chris been running his ass around here trying to be Mr. Congeniality for the last 7 seasons. I ain't going to say 7, because they ain't get on to season 3. For the last 5 seasons, 5 seasons, girl. And I have been saying, while he been running around here trying to be the fan favorite and trying everybody to be kumbaya, now they done put his ass on the goddamn block. That's the problem. When his ass is running around here trying to stop Candace from cussing these heifers out, let Candace curse their asses out. You too worried about, girl, what they gonna say, what they not gonna say, and this and that, girl. Let them cuss their ass out. Okay? Chris, now I know Chris probably understand now. Oh, okay, this is what we doing. Okay, so basically, really and truly, low key, girl, I wouldn't follow none of them. Quiet as it's kept. I don't want to have nothing to do with none of y'all because I see how y'all move. All right. So Robin tells Giselle. Giselle basically starts to say that Chris made her uncomfortable. I'm about to say something. There is a difference between you just feeling uncomfortable versus someone doing something to make you uncomfortable. When you start to peel back the layers, Giselle was just on some bullshit. Because you can't even really remember the conversation that was had. You said something, I think he was complaining about Candace, him not being happy in his marriage. Did he really say that, or did you take him complaining or being upset about whatever happened or transpired that day at the reunion as him being unhappy in his marriage? Just because I complain about my spouse does not mean I'm unhappy in my marriage. I could just be pissed off at my spouse at the moment. That don't mean I'm unhappy. I'm pissed off right now, right? So you can't. She told Candace later on, we'll get to that in a little bit, she really didn't remember what the conversation was about. He didn't say anything that made her that made her feel uncomfortable. He didn't do anything to make her feel uncomfortable. So bitch, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. So girls, I'm sorry, I take that back. So girl, you being uncomfortable, that didn't have nothing to do with Chris. That just was because of the fact you were uncomfortable. Because again, I will give Giselle this. Giselle was probably uncomfortable because of the simple fact that Giselle thinks that she's the best looking woman on TV, right? And she thinks that everybody wants her. So now Giselle is in the situation. Now this makes sense. I'm in the situation with this man who's married. I don't want nobody talking about Chris came out of my room. I understand it, okay? But I don't think... You know how I be poking at Todd Burris over there on the Real Housewives of Atlanta? And some of y'all get pissed off and some of y'all get in y'all feelings. Girl, y'all be ready to go to war for Todd. But I've also said in all seriousness that Todd hasn't given me anything from what I've seen on the Real Housewives of Atlanta where he's just outright trifling. Now, you know, he gonna make his daughter struggle because he had to struggle, even though he gonna sit his ass in the lobby at 6 o'clock in the morning while Candy just getting off a plane, coming to work, and he drinking. Anyways, girl, you see how I drag talk back to but for real. I can crack jokes about Todd, but I've also said that, girl, I have yet to see Todd embarrass Candy. I've yet to see Todd disrespect Candy, right? Even at times when he could have disrespected Mama Joyce, he still hasn't, right? So it's like, and then when he got into it with Marlo, and Marlo tried to pull the man, oh, you a man, whatever. Like, girl, like, Todd is probably should be the least of your concerns. Todd might, he gonna go back and forth with you, but girl, not to the point where, girl, you should be so concerned. Oh, you a man. Like, girl, don't pull the you a man card. Todd ain't gonna do shit to nobody. That's basically the point that I'm trying to make with Chris. Like, girl, we've seen Chris long enough on our TV screen since season 3 to know that yes, some of these niggas are trifling. Don't ever get it twisted. But for Giselle to come and say that he didn't do anything to make her uncomfortable, he didn't say anything to make her uncomfortable. Girl, she really don't remember what the conversation was about, but I was just uncomfortable. Girl, you get the fuck out of my face. Girl, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. Just like Robin said, girl, Chris, I don't think Chris did nothing wrong. I don't. I can see where Ashley was coming from at first. I will say that. But once she broke it, once Candace let her know, like, girl, he work at the W. He's trying to rebrand whatever I don't know where he work at. Girl, he work at some hotel. Girl, he's trying to rebrand the hotel. He wants basically, girl, if you on the Real Housewives of Potomac, bitch, bring your ass over here. Right? So then we could say Ashley Darby was in the building. So then the other girls who like Ashley will be like, girl, Ashley will be at the, Ashley be at the so-and-so. Giselle be at the so-and-so. So-and-so be at the so-and-so. Candy and Kenya be at the so-and-so. That's what all that's about. The way, girl, I don't think Chris was trying to talk to Ashley. And I think Giselle is on some fuck shit. But we still ain't done talking about Giselle and Candace. Karen and Ray. Basically what it comes down to is Ray is old as fuck. Karen, Karen is 60, but Karen is just now starting to get into her little groove, right? Karen looks good. Karen has a nice body. Karen has somewhat of a good personality. She says funny things sometimes. Karen is on this show. Karen is making her own money. Like I said, Karen is just starting to get into her little groove, and Ray is pretty much like, girl, he 1 foot in the grave. Ray is older. All right, let's move on. He talks about plastic surgery. Listen, all I have to say is this. I don't think that you should get plastic surgery for anybody but yourself. A lot of people don't. Some people do it because they want to get a man. Some people do it with the pressures of society, the pressures from the beauty industry, whatever. I think that if you're going to get plastic surgery, you need to do it only for yourself. Mia, Gordon, and Jack. Mia's opening another joint location in D.C. This is going to be, I guess, her 16th location or 17th location. Her and the girl Jackie, they've been friends since they were 15 years old. Girl, I heard they fell out the other day. Girl, how the fuck? That's what I be talking about. How the fuck you been friends with somebody since you was 15 years old? Get on a reality TV show and girl, y'all fall out. Girl. Was Karen being two-faced? No, I don't think Karen was being two-faced. Again, I think I said this earlier. Karen really, from what I remember and from what they showed, Karen really didn't say anything out of pocket. Mia feels as though when Karen sent her a text message basically saying, girl, the girl, we met up last week. We had a conversation. Your name came up. Mia basically translated that as Karen basically saying, we was talking about you, ho. So you probably gonna come when you walk into my party. The conversation probably gonna come up. I can see why Mia thinks that too. Candace and Ashley again. They meet up. I pretty much already talked about what I need to say about Candace and Ashley. Candace lets Ashley know he works there. Even Candace, played it out like, okay. Ashley receives a DM from Chris. It's 2:40. He's at the hotel. I could see why she would probably think that. So it like I said, if you break it down that way, like girl, I got a text, I got a DM from somebody's husband at 2:40 in the morning at a hotel. It's gonna sound real messy. But once you start to pull back the legs, be like, okay, girl, he works there. He's trying to rebrand the hotel, girl. He was probably at work bored. He sent you a text message. He replied to your story. It went to your direct messages. That's what that's about, right? I put Ashley be lying. She talking about Ashley. This is the thing. Can I say something? I think that people should stop trying to do things that they know that they don't care about. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is with Ashley. Ashley's on this whole, I want to stop drinking because I want to get in touch with my this and that. And I just think, and it's like, girl, but you really don't want to stop drinking. So because you really don't want to stop drinking, you're not going to stop drinking. You see what I'm saying? You want to do it just because you feel as though I just need to do this because I want to. And I was like, but you don't really want to stop drinking. That's why your ass was taking back tequila shots at Karen's party. Because at the end of the day, you really don't want to stop drinking. You just think it sounds cute to say out loud. I'm going to stop drinking, y'all. Oh, you going to stop drinking? And then we see you taking back, girl, Casamigos back to back to back. Girl, anyways, girl. Um, her and Giselle go back and forth. Giselle says the divorce is nothing that I played with. But let me tell you something, Miss Giselle Bryan. Divorce may not be something that you play with, but marriage is a damn show, girl, on the goddamn chopping block. Because we've seen you play. We've seen you play with Wendy's and Annie's marriage. We've seen you play with Karen's and Ray's. We've seen you play now with Candace's and Chris. Who else? Who else? I'm sure somebody else on the show that you've played with. We've seen you play with Monique's and Chris's marriage when you tried to allegedly say or thought about bringing to the show as a storyline to question the paternity of Monique's and Chris's son, right? So we know that you might not play about divorce, but your ass damn show play with marriages. Anyways, they go back and forth. Giselle feels, see, this is the problem with Giselle. Giselle thinks this is the AKA house in 1983. And she thinks that she's the big sister green-eyed who feels as though if it doesn't make sense to me, then you're going to have to answer to me. Like, it doesn't make sense that you are, buying a house with Michael. What's up, No Cancer? Is this what No Cancer looks like? Like, Giselle feels as though people owe her an explanation. Like, this is a thing. And I'm not too far removed from reality to know that this is how it happens. People get in relationships. People break up to make up. How many times do you know people to be in relationships with people and, girl, break up on Friday, get back on Monday. Break up on Tuesday, get back, girl, Tuesday night. Girl, break up on Thursday, get back a month later. Break up on, you see what I'm saying? So when you factor in the fact that Ashley is married to this man and they have kids, I could see how it could look like, girl, a roller coaster. Now, does it make sense that Ashley's buying a house with this man? No. But a lot of shit don't make sense. We could talk about Robin's situation with Juan not making sense. We could talk about Giselle's relationship with getting back with Jamal don't make no sense, right? So there are a few relationships on this show that we could talk about that just don't make sense. I think for Giselle to act like she doesn't understand that, especially in a marriage, and then you have kids involved, how it could kind of be a roller coaster. Because, bitch, 15 years later with Jamal, it's still a roller coaster with y'all. Anyways, did y'all see when the cameraman zoomed in on Mia's feet? I said they so messy. I thought it was funny when Ashley said, I didn't know there was a statute of limitations on someone's affections. I said, I know that's right. I put Ashley lying all at the bank. Girl, so you and Michael lying down to the bank, girl, to try to get a house. Giselle pulls Candace to the side. We need to talk. You saw Candace, as soon as she said, in light of Chris DMing Ashley, Candace looked and she said, what happened? She already knew. You could tell by the raspiness and, girl, Candace's voice, she knew it was about to be some bullshit. Bitch, when Candace looked at that camera and said, what are we doing? When Candace looked at that camera and said, what are we doing? Is this what we're doing? Girl, basically, yes, girl. Your husband is on the chopping block now. Mm-hmm. Your husband on the chopping block. Your husband on the chopping. That's exactly what they're doing, okay? So she starts to ask for Eric, I guess one of the producers. She's pissed. Candace, bitch, cut. Bitch, Candace said, bitch, I don't know who the fuck y'all think I am. No, bitch, Bitch, where's my purse? Girl, let's go. Eric! Eric! Where his black ass at? Look, I don't know what y'all think this is, okay? But you can play with Michael Darby and his old, what she say, play with Michael Darby and his ass grabbing hands. But leave my motherfucking husband alone. That's pretty, but she didn't say that, but that's pretty much what she said, girl. Michael Darby. No, she said Michael Darby is available, the ass grabbing motherfucker who actually makes people feel uncomfortable. I said, I know that's fucking right. And can I say something? One thing y'all not gonna do is, because you don't like Candace, is get on Twitter and in your defense, and you not liking Candace, try and defend Michael Darby, the one who we know sexually assaults, especially men. We've seen the footage of Michael Darby grabbing men by their asses since season 1. You want to dislike Candace, I don't give a fuck. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But you want to dislike Candace and then try to defend Michael Darby and then try to put girl Chris on the same level as Michael Darby. Y'all hoes done lost y'all mind. I don't give a fuck if you like Candace or not. I don't give a fuck if you like Chris or not. But all I'm saying is, girl, don't be out here in your disdain for somebody that you would get on the World Wide Web and defend an assaulter. It's not a good look. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm here for it. Did y'all see when Giselle smirked? Did y'all see when Candace was like, bitch, where my shit at? Did y'all see when Giselle was getting off the ground, she smirked? I said, this. Girl, what thing you know? Let me tell you something. That's why I said, girl, I'm not, listen, a lot of these men are trifling. White, black, Asian, Mexican, mixed, mutts, whatever, girl. A lot of these niggas is trifling. And we know that. Okay? But I think that in some situations, like I've said about Dr. Eugene, you can say what you want to say about Dr. Eugene, but I have yet to see Dr. Eugene is probably one of the best men out there. All I can go by is what I see on my TV screen, right? Like when I see Dr. Damon, I see a good person. I do. Now, you know, he'll look traditional for me, but at the end of the day, I see a good person. When I see Dr. Eugene, I see a good person. When I see Chris, I see a good person, right? Now, Chris, we still got some questions about that baby, that child you had that you said lived up the street, but you ain't really talked to him. Now, that might put you back on the ain't shit list. We don't know. Todd is a good person. You see what I'm saying? So like when we think about what we see on these TV screens, like Cecil is a decent man. Scott, not so much, right? Marceau, Martell, Maurice, them niggas is trash pretty much. So all I can go by is what I see on my TV screen. And I ain't really seen nothing that would show me. And then based again off of what Giselle said, he ain't did nothing to make me uncomfortable. He didn't say nothing to make me uncomfortable. I don't even really remember the conversation. I was just uncomfortable. Okay, now if you wanted to say you were uncomfortable with being in a hotel room with the married man, okay, that's fair. That's fair. But that really don't have nothing to do with Chris. That would be any man. When she said, girl, my glam had left, I said her glam had left. When Giselle said my glam had left for the night, I said her glam. I said Giselle had glam last year at the reunion. I thought she did that herself. I thought Giselle got dressed and did her makeup and hair by herself, quiet as it's kept. When she said, girl, my glam had left, I said her glam left. She had glam at the reunion. I said, well, all right, I guess, girl. I'm gone. Listen, Giselle is messy. I still like Giselle. I just need for Chris to let Candace handle Giselle whatever way she sees fit. And Chris, you sit your ass down. Don't say shit to Candace. If Candace want to get online reading Giselle every day, let her. Because that's why your ass in the situation your ass in now, walking around here trying to be like the girl, Mr. King of Potomac. And now Giselle said, oh, his ass on the chopping block now. He made me feel uncomfortable, girl. I don't remember what he said. I don't remember what he did. No, he didn't say nothing. No, he didn't do nothing. That's what she said. He didn't say nothing. He didn't do nothing. I don't remember the conversation, but he made me uncomfortable. Girl, I said, Giselle ain't shit. Ooh, Giselle ain't shit. Ooh, Giselle ain't shit, girl. Giselle ain't shit. And then she wonder why when she get a man on the show, girl, the girls come for Sherman and start telling his business like Monique did. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.